In a world where financial advice is as abundant as cat videos on the internet, my strategy is refreshingly simple. I close my eyes and hope for the best. You see, I've read all the books, attended all the seminars, and downloaded all the apps that promise to turn me into a financial wizard. I even tried budgeting once, but it felt a lot like trying to diet while living next to a bakery. Spoiler alert, the bakery won. Every time I look at my bank account, I feel like I'm watching a horror movie. Slowly, the numbers creep down, and I'm just waiting for the jump scare at the end. So, I decided to take a different approach. Instead of meticulously planning my finances, I figured, why not just close my eyes and hope? It's like playing the lottery, but instead of a ticket, I get to use my sanity as collateral. I mean, who needs a retirement plan when you can just pray for a miracle? I'm basically one good fortune cookie away from financial independence. And let's be honest, the thrill of risk is what makes life exciting. Who wants to be a boring adult with a 401k when you can be a thrilling daredevil? Every month, I set aside a little cash for savings. I put it in a jar labeled emergency fund, but let's be real, it's mostly for takeout when I'm too lazy to cook. I tell myself that one day, the jar will magically grow into a nest egg, but right now, it's just a glorified piggy bank for my pizza fund. Investing? I'd rather invest in my collection of novelty socks. At least they bring me joy without the market volatility. Sure, I've heard of stocks and bonds, but why not just invest in the stockpile of snacks in my pantry? They provide immediate gratification with zero risk. Every time I think about the stock market, I picture a bunch of serious people in suits yelling at each other, and I can't help but wonder if they're just arguing over who gets the last donut. In my mind, my financial strategy looks a lot like a game of musical chairs. When the music stops, I just hope I'm not left standing without a seat. And if the market crashes, I'll just close my eyes tighter and imagine it's all a really bad dream. Spoiler alert, it usually works out. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'll end up living in a cardboard box? At least it will be a stylish cardboard box with all my novelty stocks. My friends often ask me for advice on financial planning, and I just smile knowingly, close your eyes and hope. They look at me like I've just suggested they jump into a Shark Tank wearing a meat suit. But hey, if I can't have fun with it, what's the point? I've even considered starting a blog, Close Your Eyes and Hope, the financial strategy for the brave. I'm sure it would go viral. Every time I receive a bill, I just close my eyes and hope it disappears. It's like playing hide and seek with my responsibilities. Sometimes, I think about the future and wonder what my old self will say when I'm broke and eating ramen noodles every day. I imagine him shaking his head, you should have planned better, and I'll just shrug, I was busy hoping. When the economy takes a dive, I just remind myself that it's all part of the grand adventure, like a roller coaster ride but without the safety harness. I've even considered hiring a financial advisor, but then I remember they'd probably just give me a stern lecture about living within my means. No thanks, I prefer my method, a cocktail of optimism, denial, and a dash of hope. Delicious. So, if you ever find yourself lost in the financial jungle, just remember my motto, close your eyes and hope. It may not be the most effective strategy, but it sure beats the stress of staring at spreadsheets all day. And who knows? Maybe one day I'll wake up to find my hopes have turned into cash. Until then, I'll just keep dreaming.